Vroom vroom, and thanks for tuning in to another awful movie review. How's about we take a look at Prisoners of the Lost Universe this week? We have many different options on the table. This is part science fiction, part fantasy, part adventure, part sword and sandal, part B-movie action. But unfortunately, aside from the beautiful South African landscapes, this is all crap.
They said it was gonna be a nice day.
It delivers criminally little, but John Saxon is starring. Well, as memorable of an actor as he could be, between this and Blood Beach, he's really made some awful movies.
You have a way of ruining everything.
But just before we get going, if there's a bad movie you'd like me to review, leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, let me know your thoughts and feelings on Prisoners of the Lost Universe.
As for you, hang 'em.
Carrie is a television presenter who meets up with a scientist in order to make an episode on his new creation, a machine capable of transporting objects into another dimension. When an earthquake hits, Carrie, the scientist, and some other guy who she almost killed in a car crash are accidentally transported into that other dimension. In the most convincing way possible.
I saw it, but I still don't believe it.
They are transported into a very strange world named the Kingdom of Vonya,
You are not from Vonya? But there's nowhere else except Vonya.
where coexist a whole bunch of things. A group of barbarians, water monsters, dead monks coming back to life, blue people, and whatever those creatures are. I just stopped asking questions after a while.
Well, at least you're brutally frank about it.
A land where people speak a very mysterious language named Vonya. No, just kidding. It's English, but just happens to sound exactly the same.
Hey, hold on a goddamn minute. What the hell am I getting myself into?
Like I said, this looks nice. But with all the choppy editing, horrendous dialogue, and absolutely garbage acting, it makes for a very unpleasant watch. Nothing is explained, and you're supposed to just take the movie's word for it. But you know the way I am. Fuck you, movie. It also attempts goofy humor, maybe to try and appeal to a younger audience, and it's aggravating, let me tell you.
I don't believe this. I just don't believe this.
I'm not gonna lie, I have a hard time believing that Richard Hatch was one of the leading actors in Battlestar Galactica, because his acting is unbelievably phony in this.
I'll pretend that you didn't say that.
I don't know if his performance capabilities all of a sudden decreased, or maybe he just was not motivated at all to give a decent act, and he just showed up for a quick salary.
I don't understand.
And Kay Lenz gives a horribly wooden act as well as Carrie. She's an irritating, mouthy, and whining woman who doesn't conjure up any sympathy from the viewer. And it makes you want to see her thrown off that edge, because she spends her time moaning and complaining and bitching, as if this wasn't hard enough to get through in the first place.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Like I said, John Saxon gives a good performance as Cleo.
No one can kill Cleo. No one!
But there's only so much he can do. Sometimes the damage is so important that nothing can be done to save the movie, and that's the case with Prisoners of the Lost Universe. He's like a little piece of gold in a big pile of steamy dog shit.
Well, my friend, it's your lucky day.
Overall, if you want to look at the beautiful landscapes of southern Africa, just Google the pictures on the internet. And if you want a movie with a good coherent story, strong acting, sympathetic characters, and plenty of thrills, well, look somewhere else, because everything I just mentioned is absent in this low-budget flick. What an awful movie.